back to Idaho Hook and Hunt. Today's video is going to be a little different because we're actually not in Idaho. I am here with Ben and Jackson today, who Ben apparently is quite cold. But anyway, I decided I caught enough of those little kokanee in Anderson for the moment, so we are out of state today, seeing if we can find a few bigger kokanee. Now, we actually got here yesterday afternoon. We did catch some fish last night, but nothing with any size. They were all really small, actually smaller than Anderson's fish. So hopefully today we get into some of these bigger fish that I know are here, but we just haven't found them yet. So stick with us. We'll see if we can catch some bigger fish today. So what we're doing today is we've got 2 rods stacked on the downriggers on each side, and then we have 2 rods long lined out the back with clip weights. So I've heard that here orange tends to be good, and we did do well on orange overall last night. That was our best color. So we've got a lot of orange running today, some pink as well, and I'm not sure what other colors we have out there, but I know we got orange and pink going. A little bit of copper as well. So we'll see how things go today, and we'll let you guys follow along.
Fish, blue rod.
Big one. Oh, that's a huge one. Yeah.
I didn't even know she was still on.
I would probably toss that one back.
If you can, go for it.
It's not hooked bad, I just toss it. This one might be a little bigger. I definitely saw the rod too.
Well, I saw it. It's pretty good. It hit good.
No, I didn't even feel mine.
No, I don't feel it now, but... Yeah, that's awesome.
Green one. That one's out. It popped it. Take it outside that rod.
That's one at 60. Fighting good?
That's good. Hey, green, it's in a good hole.
Down forward,
Hey, what? This one's not.
Yeah, I think it folded over.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, I caught on your line. That's what it is. That's crossed that line.
And it was red rod. Try and take it out away from the. There we go. Stay over there. Yeah, little itty bitty guy. Oh, just give him a flip. Alright, so a lot of you have had questions about stacking on a downrigger, so I'm going to show you a little bit about stacking right now. What stacking on a downrigger means, you're putting 2 rods on one downrigger at different depths. So, to begin with, I'm going to set my bottom rod. So when you're setting the bottom rod, you want to let it out further than you let out the top rod. So for example, I'm letting this rod out about 30 feet, because we're running pretty deep today. So you run this out about 30 feet, and then once you get it out to the distance you want back there, you're just going to clip it into the downrigger clip, just like you would if you were running just one. So you're going to clip it in just like that, and we're going to set it down. We're only going to set it down 10 feet. So there's 10 feet right there. So you set it down 10 feet, and then you're going to turn on the clicker on your reel and press the button so it's free to go, but the clicker keeps going down too fast. And then you're going to take the second rod that you put down on that same downrigger, and since I let back that first one 30 feet, I'm going to let this one back only about 10 feet. Because you want to make sure that the top rod has less distance out than the bottom rod. That way if the fish hits that bottom rod, it can clear out behind the top one as it comes up. I think there's a fish on that rod.
Unless you're going fast.
There's a fish on the road?
I think there might be one on that green one. Alright, so then what you're going to do is you're going to use a stacker clip, which is this clip right here, and that just clips right onto the cable at whatever height you want it. So this is 10 feet above that bottom rod. And then you put the line into the clip just like we did with the bottom one. And then from there you're just going to send it down to the depth that you want. So we're running pretty deep today, so I'm actually sending this down to about 65 feet. Down, then you're going to lock the reels, put them in the rod holders, and then crank them down a little bit, get some tension on that rod, so that you're going to see those bites when they happen. So that is how you stack on a downrigger. Oh, I didn't let this out like I was supposed to. There we go. So now those rods are both set. We're at 65 and 55 here on these 2 rods. And now if that fish hits on the top rod, it's really easy because it's above the bottom one. It just clears out and you're able to bring that fish in. If it hits on the top rod, what you have to do is you have to make sure you clear it outside of the bottom rod. That way it doesn't tangle with that top. Sorry, outside of the top rod, so it doesn't tangle with that top rod as you bring that fish in. It's really not that hard, but I know it can be intimidating for people when they first get started. So there you go. If you have questions about it, please let me know in the comments, and I can answer those questions for you.
All right, so we go through the rest of this afternoon on this particular lake. We continue to catch nothing but really small kokanee. The fish on this lake on this particular trip were 7 to 10 inches. Yes, we marked some bigger fish down deep, but they didn't have any interest in playing, at least not this weekend. We were planning to stay for 3 days, but we got pretty frustrated with catching these little tiny kokanee. I didn't care whether they made it in the boat or not because I was putting them back in the water. As you'll see, I go ahead and try to boat flip this when it comes off right before coming into the boat, which actually turns out better. I'd rather release them that way than actually handle them and put them back in. But we decided to call it a day early and head for Anderson. and spent our last day there, which we did. And we actually had a really nice trip on Anderson. So stay tuned for that. That will be the next video. I did decide that I wanted to include a little bit from one of my first videos that I put out about how I fillet these larger kokanee. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. Also, I will provide the usual links in the comments after this video. And thank you again for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys real quick how I fillet my kokanee. Doesn't mean you have to do it that way, but this is how I like to do it. I found this last year, started doing them this way, and I think it works really well for keeping the meat. So what I do is I'll start by taking off the head, and I'll open them up and take the guts out as well, just because it gets it out of the way. And yes, this is a little slower than some of the other ways of filleting, but I really like it because you just don't lose as much meat. It keeps the belly meat as well. So what I'll do is once I get it like that, I'll take my knife and go right down the backbone till I get to the dorsal fin right here. Once I get to the dorsal, I go all the way through, make sure it pops out the other side, and then take it along the backbone all the way down to the tail and take it off. So it's loose back here. And then from here, I take my knife in from the top, and I push down against that rib cage. And what it does, you see I'm angling down as I do this. It pushes those ribs down, and it takes the meat right off the rib cage. So you got belly meat and everything in the same fillet. You don't lose any meat whatsoever. The fillet comes out totally clean. I'll show you the other side real quick as well. You're just gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna show you how little meat you lose when you do this. Right down along the backbone, so you get to the dorsal fin, and you push it through, take it down to the tail, and then push the bones down as you glide the knife through. And there you go, you got a beautiful fillet, and that's all you got left. Now, one other thing I'm going to show you real quick. Notice how rich and dark this fillet is versus this fillet. These are both kokanee. See, that's a kokanee, it's not a trout. But really rich and dark, much lighter. This is the difference between an early run kokanee, these kokanee that spawn in the rivers in August and September, versus a late run kokanee, which spawns in the lake between October and November. So that's the difference between them. The early run kokanee is much firmer meat as well. It generally has better flavor. The late runs are a lot softer without as good a flavor. Less oil in them. Okay, thank you.